going on, everybody? It's your boy Shinigami X here to give you, hold on a second, here to give you another awesome Bleach chapter review. Now, I know you're wondering why my videos like this is because the computer's not working, but I didn't want to miss out on giving you guys a review. So nonetheless, let's get into this discussion right away. Alright. This Bleach chapter 546, titled Peace from Shadows. Alright, so without giving you guys a summary of the chapter, because you guys have already seen the chapter, let me just go straight into nitty-gritty and my thoughts about it. What I thought was really great about the chapter is that for a change, instead of getting character development and not really progressing with the story, we get a lot of story progression instead. We're finally going to get into the nitty-gritty of the battle. What the chapter basically consists of is that the Stern Raiders are basically now invading the society, and the Vanderik, whereas we know in the last chapter, the last 9 days, where you see the Vandenreich is taking over the Soul Society, is the fact that it's not so much taking over the Soul Society, it's just that it was always there. It was almost in the same place, you know, at the same time, just within the shadows. So it was always in the same place. So that's how the Stern Raiders are able to invade so easily. So they technically never invaded, they were just always there. So that's what we see. Also, we see that we're going to start to see all the matchups. So we're seeing that Jugram Hashworlds is going to be facing off against Head Captain Kyoraku Shunsui. And we also see in the end of the chapter that I can't remember this Stern Raider's name for the life of me, but he's going to be facing off against Toshiro, who can still use his Shikai. Obviously, I doubt he can use his Bankai, because last time I checked his Bankai was stolen, but nonetheless, that's that. So, really, what my thoughts about the chapter, I feel Bleach has come back strong, because as you know, we had basically, essentially, a 6-week, which is roughly 2-month hiatus of Bleach. I honestly thought Bleach was going to be coming back next week, because I'm sure that I read on the translation that it's coming back on the week of the 9th, but nonetheless, we have the chapter here and now, which I'm not complaining about. Alright. So, things I thought were good about this chapter is that, for starters, we see Ichigo with his 2 jewels on Zanpakuto. And to me, I could be going like way off topic here, but to me, those Zanpakuto look unfinished. When I mean unfinished, is that if you remember Ichigo's original Zangetsu, like how he had it in the beginning of the series, the Zanpakuto, it had a cloth-handled sheath. So basically, it had not sheath, it had a cloth-handled Toshiba and, you know, hand guard, like hand grip and stuff. It didn't have, like, you know, an ordinary version of those. Hold on. Yeah, it didn't have an ordinary version of those. So, and then we later on see in his Bankai that, you know, he has a Toshiba, like, you know, a handguard and all that business. But these Zanpakutos, they don't have them. Okay, I can understand, like, the kind of the Bowie knife one, it doesn't have that because it has, like, the handle in the middle. But the bigger Zanpakuto, the one that represents the hollow side of Ichigo's powers, doesn't have any, like, guard or grip or anything like that. Well, it doesn't look like it because, you know, it's all jet black, so it's pretty hard to tell when Kubo's drawing it into straight, you know, black and white. But to me, it looks like it has no hand grip. And then what that makes me think of is that, okay, you know that a Zanpakuto's appearance can change over time. You know that powers can change over time, like how Yamamoto's Bankai was said to have changed over time. How Ichigo's Zanpakuto appearance has changed over time as, you know, he's gained access to more and more of his powers. So although he's, you know, realised this is his true Zanpakuto, who's to say that it might not change again as he, you know, develops his other powers further? Who knows? So that's what I honestly think, that his Zanpakuto Shikai will change again. I obviously have no idea what it's going to look like in Bankai because it's obvious to see that the 2 blades cannot slot into each other. But I do honestly think that the 2 blades in Bankai will become 1 blade, kind of like how Tensei Getsu was before, but very different. I'm kind of thinking it'll be along this lines of, you know, how the Toshiba used to flail out quite a lot when Ichigo fought Aizen, like Dangai Ichigo. If you look at the Zanpakuto Toshiba, it looks very different to how it looks back then. And I honestly think that it's going to look something very reminiscent of that. That's my opinion. Alright. Now, as for the matchups, Jugram went straight for Head Captain Shunsui, and I personally don't believe that Shunsui is going to win that battle against Hashworlds. Reason being is because I feel like it's the main protagonist's job to take out, you know, Hashworlds and Juha himself. So I don't honestly see Shunsui taking him out. Although we get to see Shunsui's Bankai and what he can do. We all know how Hashworld broke Ichigo's sword, so we all know that Hashworld is very strong. But I can see that Ichigo would have to basically have another matchup against him, just essentially to prove his new powers, that, you know, where he's at. Because him and Juha would be the perfect adversaries to test that out against. Obviously, there's a lot of other things going on in the background of Bleach that we don't know of yet. Obviously, we've got Grimmjow, although Kubo's not showing it, he's not fooling anybody, he's Grimmjow, with Urahara and Orihime and Chad, you know, in Huecamundo. So what's going on with them, how they're going to aid in battle. We also got the Fullbringers, who are going to play their part. There's loads of other little things that are going on. So, like, although that Kubo said that this is the second half of the last arc, I can actually see that this half is actually going to be quite significantly longer than the first half of the 1,000-Year Blood War, because there's so much more to go into. Zaraki Kenpachi, his Shikai, you know, developing it into a Bankai possibly. Toshiro, what's going on with his powers? We see that he blocked the fire with his ice. Ichigo, his new powers. There's so many other Bankais that are yet to be revealed, and so many other secrets of Bleach that are yet to be revealed. So anyways, well, I'll have to give this chapter, for Bleach coming back, I'll give it a good solid 8.5 out of 10. So anyways, guys, that's my review for this chapter, and that's what I honestly think. I honestly think that Ichigo Zanpakuto is unfinished. There's going to be more to it, but I just don't know what. As of yet, it'd be crazy for me to make any speculations, because we just don't know. Ichigo hasn't done any official training like that, so we just don't know. As for the battles, I do see Toshiro winning his battle. It'll be a difficult battle, but I do see him winning, because Toshiro, for some reason, he looks badass and improved. And I don't know why that is. He just looks badass and improved. He looks ready for the fight. I know that the Stern Ridders, you know, invaded like quite suddenly, but it's like they were expecting it. They were prepared this time. They're ready. Even with what's his name? Even with Mayuri, he's wearing some kind of sun outfit kind of thing, and he said, "Oh yeah, you guys invaded by shadows, so I made my place with no shadows." But yeah, the other Stern Ridders right there. But nonetheless, he's still prepared for it. So, what preparations has Mayuri put in place? And that's what I'm wondering. So like, basically, even Shunsui said it himself. Oh, you know, even though we made preparations for you guys invading suddenly, you know, we didn't expect you to do this. Yeah, obviously, because they couldn't expect that. But it makes me wonder, what exactly was you thinking? What preparations have you made? But you know what? Nonetheless, I guess we just have to wait and see. For me to make predictions on like what preparations they made would be crazy and ridiculous and would be going on forever. So I'm going to keep this chapter review nice and concise. So, my thoughts: I don't think Shunsui's going to win his battle against Hashworlds. I'm not saying he's going to die. I just don't think that he's going to be the one to defeat him. I think that's going to be a job for Ichigo, and same with Juha. I think it's going to be a job for Ichigo, or it's going to be a very hard and intense battle. I do see Toshiro winning his battle, and I do see Mayuri winning his battle, just simply out of, you know, him using his mind, because, you know, Mayuri's smart like that. He's not really you know, a combat battle type like Zaraki Kenpachi. He uses his brains to win battles. Anyways, nonetheless, this is my review for this week, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys are glad that Bleach is back. So, you're going to see another review from me next week. I don't know when my computer's going to be fixed. I don't know when I'm going to go back to doing my, you know, reviews normally, like how I normally do them with, like, you know, my intro and my music and all that other good stuff. But until then, just so you guys don't miss out, I'll be doing most of my videos like this. I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. It's your boy Shinigami X, aka your Captain X. I'm signing out, and as all my people, take care and peace. Have an awesome day. You're dismissed.